I don't have a headset, do I? Is this one? I think it's plugged into something else. Let me look. Okay, I'll grab it. So your transmission went out?
What's up, Jay?
That's Tater. I said he looks good in that shirt.
He
said he
does.
looks good in everything. I go, oh.
You're listening to Born to Ride Radio on the Boss Hogg Radio Network.
Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Hi, this is Chuck the Iceman Liddell, former UFC light heavyweight champ, and you're watching Born to Ride TV.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride. Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Well, it's Thursday evening. Welcome to Born to Ride Radio, the 28th of May. I'm Fester Jenkins.
I'm Mama Dukes, and we're here with Ron and Debbie Galletti from Born to Ride magazine. Welcome back, guys.
Hey, guys. Fastest week ever.
Man, these weeks just go
Flying by.
so fast, you know?
Because we're all stuck at home.
Every week we come in, you guys have a real interesting story of your week. So it's either black eyes, broken fingers, or what is it this week?
Never a dull moment.
Transmissions. Well, I have a Ford. It's a Ford Escape, and there's no way to check the transmission fluid. Like it doesn't have it. It's called maintenance free, I guess, but there's no way for you to check it. So I pulled out of the driveway the other day, made it down the block, and that was it.
It was dried up.
It was like
clunk,
in neutral.
clunk,
I was
clunk.
like, kidding me.
Well, you know what Ford stands for, don't you?
Yes.
First on race day.
Yeah.
Right now, it's found on road dead.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's at. In the
I'm a
driveway.
Ford lover, though. I drove old Betsy for I don't know how many years, and
But mine's got like 230,000 miles on it.
Sweet.
Yeah, so she's pretty much done for, I think. So
you got poor old Betsy Jr.
So how was your guys this week?
Good. Busy, trying to keep all the dots connected. A lot of good stuff heating up. What's really good is we've been busy with everyone is reorganizing their events, shifting them all around, getting them all settled, and that's good.
Everything's slowly getting back to normal for you guys.
It's going to be a real busy fall and a busy winter, but that'll be fun.
It'll make up for it.
Yeah. Lots of good events. And Ron's got a lot of good things going on, too.
Yeah,
He's always got something cooking.
Man, we have some cooking stuff going on, man, like a big pot of like jambalaya.
Big pot of crock pot cooking.
It's something really good, but I think
Stirring
maybe
the crock
next
pot.
week we might be able to break the news, Because it's the end of the month. We're at crunch time. We're doing 3 magazines now. Ride or Die is going to debut in the month of June. Ride or Die, Florida Ride or Die magazine, dedicated to sport by community.
Okay.
And,
ATVs.
it's going to be awesome.
The dirt.
We got our son Ron, Born to Ride Dirt, featured this week on Born to Ride TV. Actually, he went out in the dirt, and I said, look, if you're going motocross riding with your friends, and you say you're going to, you know how that is. The kids,
Right.
17, they go out in the woods.
Right.
Something's going to happen. So they're going riding. So he puts his bike in the back of the car and his truck, and they go to the trails. You know the trails.
The big bonfire trails.
So I said, you know what, man? I want to challenge you. He goes, challenge? What do you mean? I said, I want to challenge you to produce. And plus, he takes this class in school. What is it called?
TV production.
It's TV production. So I said,
Yeah.
I want to challenge you, Ron, to produce something you guys out in the dirt. Motocross that. Why don't you call it Born to Ride Dirt? I go, this is what you do. You cut a promo, and then you get a guy you ride on the back. If someone rides with you, you get footage of somebody riding. Do 2 or 3 different things. We'll put them all together, edit it, put it on the show. So he did it, and we
It
actually.
was sweet.
Yeah, it was
Good
really
job.
neat. It's about a 2-minute piece on the show this week, and he
That's
cut
awesome.
he cut a little promo, and it was it's that trying to get the next generation doing things like that, but we all started in the dirt. We all started motocross and falling down, getting up, and sneaking out at night with the bike, starting it up down the street.
Never.
Spending the
it.
night at your friend's house.
Yep, my brother and I, we shared a motorcycle for a Christmas. I think I may have been 7. He may have been 5.5 at the time. But little Yamaha Mini Enduro 60, and just tell you what, I mean, we wore that thing out. In other words, it just, I can remember Dad saying, okay, we can't resurrect this. We can't fix it anymore. It's time. It's time to just get a new one. You know what I mean?
But I remember I lived in New York. I was probably 7, maybe 8. My friend had one of them pull start mini bikes, with a big wide seat and everything.
It was really Grandpa's leftover lawnmower.
Whatever it was, man. When his dad was going to come home all day long, we couldn't wait to get a chance to ride that thing. It'd be so nice to that guy just to get to ride his motorcycle or that dirt or whatever the heck it was.
Lawnmower.
No, it was a
She
mini
said
bike.
it's a lawnmower.
That was a true mini bike in a frame.
With
It
the
had
fat
this
seat
thick
on it.
rubber. Yeah, it had the thick rubber
Grips.
that is really whooshy. So man, it was just cool. I remember that. I still could see the manifold or whatever it is, but just the sound of it, and we pull the thing, get to go ride. So, riding is a great thing, people. Riding motorcycles. That's what Born to Ride is about, man. That's what this radio show is about. Born to Ride. And now we're got my son, Bruiser, Ronnie Galletti.
Bruiser.
He's doing Born to Ride Dirt. So I said, you need to start a Facebook. He goes, oh, man, I don't do Facebook because that's for old people. I said, no. I said,
Really?
We'll create a Facebook page, man.
He said TikTok or Instagram, Dad. That's it.
Yeah, so whatever you want to do, I challenge you, son. And he brought it back. So he really,
Awesome.
he did it. And we actually sent it to his teacher because he was still doing schooling for extra credit. And
And he got extra credit.
yeah, so it came out good.
Thank you, Mr. Varnum. We needed that.
But the word on the street, guys, is Boss Hogg Radio.
Yes.
People are talking about Boss
good.
Hogg Radio, man.
know.
I think people are tuning in. They're getting into it. I was just going down the highway. I saw the Boss Hogg Radio billboards, man, going east and then coming back west, man.
You know what I'm bummed about? I've never met Boss. I've never met
He
Boss
was
Hogg.
just out here.
He was?
He might have
About an hour or so ago. Yeah.
There he
Shoot.
is.
Yeah.
I bet if I bake him some cookies or something, I'd catch him up.
Brownie points.
Yeah. Did you say brownies?
You can bake brownies too. We'll take brownies.
Studio line number 863-225-2000. We certainly encourage audience participation. This radio show from Born to Ride Radio is for the bikers, the riders, the
Light 'em
people
up.
that enjoy it. You can light up the lines anytime you want. Yep. If you got a question to ask,
Bikers
have at
were-
it there.
Yeah, bikers were busy this Monday for Memorial Day. It was nice. They went out and paid their respects and had a nice tribute on Memorial Day when everyone thought things were going to be shut down and closed. So they went out there and pursued it. That was great. We had a good
the
time.
wretched few we had on the show last week, and they had a really good turnout from the Twilight Zone, and they rode over to Bushnell Cemetery and did a great service, a memorial with their brothers and veterans and independent people too. I think they had over 100 bikes, motorcycles, and that's just what bikers do. They get together, veterans and, all types of people. And it's great to be riding again, and speaking of that, we can't forget Rubenstein Law. They have 10 offices in the state of Florida to support bikers in need. If you happen to get in an accident, you want to call 800 Florida Legal, and they'll take care of you. They support Born to Ride, and they care about you as a rider. So, when you do get in an accident, and God, we hope you never do, or we never do, but you want to pick a law firm that actually is really into law, and then, they really go deep to get you the most they can for your injuries or for your bad time to make you whole again. And I think that's so important.
I'm really impressed with Mr. Rubenstein. First of all, he's an extremely sweet man. Secondly, he values women in the workplace, and there's so many stories in his operation about young people, women, everyone that start at a young age, and he nurtures them and educates them, and they're just such a big instrumental part of their team there. And then all of his communication is about education on how to be safe, which I like. It's really nice. He doesn't scream, when you crash, call me,
Yeah.
Or injury stuff.
He's always, proactive. We don't want you, we want you to know this is what we see. These are the statistics, and, very educational. So it's been a nice relationship. Really enjoy it.
And there's definitely alternatives out there. So we try to brand the Rubenstein brand, and we're real fortunate to have them part of Born to Ride because they believe in Born to Ride.
And they bring safety, which we want all the time. Let's bring a safety message to our biking community. So for them to be able to provide that to us and us to be able to share that to our market, I think it just makes everyone great.
Yeah, matter of fact, they sponsor the Motorcycle Safety Foundation Safety Tip of the Week in the magazine every month. And then this month, there was another great one called The Creeper, and if you read it, it really makes a lot of sense to watch out for the creeping drivers that creep right in front of you, cut you off, and then, you're on the pavement.
I read that article yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, and they've been representing riders since 1988. 1980, 10 offices in the state of Florida. So
they know what they're doing. Obviously.
Yeah, and they're a powerhouse, and it's because of sponsors like that we get to do what we do. So we really appreciate that, and I definitely wanted to give them a shout out.
And if the creeper is an issue, call Wes Brown at Cyclorama. Man, that guy can put some horsepower in a bike. You won't have to worry about creepers. You'll be the creeper.
Yeah, Wes Brown's in here too. There's a whole feature on his high performance and what he can do, as well as Rob too from R&R. But Wes is in here, and Wes has a great shop over in Pinellas. It's horsepower, speed, performance.
And as these bikes get bigger and baggers and more things are bolted on them, electronics and everything, the bikes are heavy, so you need that horsepower. They don't come stock, but you need that horsepower to pull away from that traffic, pull away in certain situations. And Wes is just like the horsepower genius. So, horsepower. Every girl loves horsepower, except for when your transmission goes out. Yeah. Right, Mama Dukes?
Goodness, that was horrible. And Tuesday, I was over. I was like, "This is the longest week." He was like, "Monday was a holiday." I'm like, "Exactly."
Did they rebuild it, or did you have to get a whole new one?
I haven't. I'm still.
Because we have a transmission guy in our magazine who's really good. Elite Transmission in Brandon.
Biker owned and operated.
Oh, right over there next to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Brandon.
KFC.
Yeah, man. He's a great guy. He actually did my Yukon and helped me out. He took care of Ron's truck as well. Really honest and dependable.
I'm still just breathing right now.
Yes.
Trying to maybe Monday I'll deal with it, but right now I'm just.
You don't get up in the morning and go, "Hey, today I want to buy it. I think I want to shop for a transmission."
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen,
Well, I've been driving the Jeep out there, and that thing is a beast. It beats your body up. I'm like, I just need the truck back. The SUV. Anyways, on Facebook, I'm old, so I have a Facebook. But I don't know if you guys seen it in Las Vegas. It says one man went on a special mission Memorial Day weekend. His name's Peter Macreeds. He ran 100 miles to raise awareness of veteran suicides and the need to prevent them, and completed it in 25 hours.
Wow.
Holy wow.
Yeah, and he's
In
not.
Vegas?
Yeah, he's not very old. I mean, I don't see an age on here, but I bet he's in his 20s. No older than that. But pretty much he's saying the same thing that the guys that we've talked to that have called in, that have came in, that, there's 22, that it says it's named after 22 vets who commit suicide every day in the United States. So, and he's a young guy. Like, he can't be any older than, I'm going to say 25.
Well, that's awesome
So-
to see that even the youth are, recognizing a need and, a real problem in this country.
It's it's probably hitting close to home for them. Their family members,
Yep.
aunts, uncles.
He said they come back here and they're still fighting those battles and realizing that there's a lot left to figure out in their lives. She said his mother said her sons drive to support those who did not come home and make sure they don't lose the battle in their head here on U.S. soil. Like, it's a really good read. Like, I mean, it made me tear up a little bit, because he's younger. I don't think he's been in the military. I think it's just something that he's, it didn't go into details or stuff, but it made me happy to see that, and it just proves that it's not just art, it's everywhere. It's all across the board. This is Vegas. That
Well, no matter what they say, there's plenty of patriotism going on in America, and there's a ton of patriots out there by the millions that care about our country and care about our veterans, no matter what the news media portrays. The diversity of our country, from young to old, all colors, all shapes and sizes, love America, and they want America to succeed, get back on their feet, and be number one, like we are number one, but just to be America. And like Apple Pie Chevrolet, let's get some baseball going, and let's get football going, man. Excited about the Buccaneers, but America, the patriotism is real. There was a story just like that guy in Vegas, in Georgia, a guy in fatigues, an ex-military guy that was running. No, or he was walking or running. I think he was jogging with a flag, and he did like 22 miles in one day to gain awareness towards our veterans and the veterans in need. And there's a lot of great people and organizations out there doing great things for veterans, and they're all important, but they're all a little different. Like we have Greg. Rangers lead the way, and Greg Blackwell, he's got his next story coming. He had a great story in this issue. Wretched Few's out there. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. We might get a call today from the Shadow Warriors. Chance is on a flight. Remember we talked to Chance last week?
Right.
The Air Marshal.
Right. Yep.
But he's going to have someone else call in because I think we needed part 2 of what they were talking about. They have a big event coming up. They have a poker run. And I wanted to get their take on Memorial Day. Maybe even ask them what's going on in Minnesota. Or where's that going on?
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, So, things will happen, but, it's what happens to America. And it's moments frozen in time, like that image we see with that knee on that guy's head, on his neck. That's going to be an image that'll never go away forever. It's going to be like it's like a Time magazine or Life magazine photo, to always remember. And hopefully, it'll
Never repeat.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be an educating process to, to people, and to come together and erase the hate, or take care of the people who deserve to be, put in jail for what they do. So maybe we'll talk to him about that too. But there's a lot of good stuff going on, and you got to override the negativity, people. You got to, every day you got to be positive about life. You get stuck in a rut.
Well, and I think that, and social media can bring so much of that to you, but it's just like the social media clip that Mama Dukes was just talking about. It's just a matter of what you want to look forward to.
Right.
I mean, in other words, without social media, you probably never know about the gentleman there in Arizona.
Yeah, and a lot of people,
Vegas. Okay,
a lot
Nevada.
of people say, "Oh, Facebook, blah blah blah." But the thing about Facebook, if you search out the good or the positive or there's beauty, and then there's tragedy. There's love, and then there's hate. There's a birth and joy, and then there's death, and it's there to search out and get a hold of it. And that's the cool thing about it. It's all out there to get, and you just got to search out the positive out of it, or the gentle, the funny stuff. And, there's a lot of cool stuff there. And it's what America is again, is that Facebook stuff,
Ugh. No, you need a big filter for that thing.
Yeah, you got to be your own filter.
Speaking of Facebook, guess what's on Facebook today with a bike event under Born to Ride?
What?
Roscoe's Chili Challenge, November 5th. Is Mama Duke's getting a new pair of boots at that one too?
Who knows?
We're going to get Roscoe.
I deserve 2 pairs this year.
We're going to get
Just
Roscoe
after
in the
this week.
studio here. He doesn't live far from here. Roscoe's Chili Challenge right down the street.
Yeah, just down the road.
Yeah, so we're going to get him in studio and talk history.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you go to Roscoe's, all you need is a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Yep, that's for sure.
Girls, not guys.
I had somebody. Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be right back with more to Born to Ride Radio right after these messages.
Boss Hogg Radio.
Born to Ride Magazine, the #1 biker magazine that delivers dynamic content for you, the reader, every month, has done it again. Stronger than ever, powered by Rubenstein Law. See the April 2020 issue online and on the streets, featuring Vigilante Motorworks on the cover with Crystal Maiden. John Bonner is a fabricator builder featured from Chopperama. And Eric Runyon nails the cover shot. Appalachian Backroads, Virginia is for motorcycle lovers. Learn about a ride that has 3 mountains, 438 curves, and 32 miles. Nefarious James, real deal, loyal to the bone. Check out his new column, Unspoken Responsibility. And get ready for Tattoo Portrait Photo Series from Nick Ermrine. Unbelievable, like never before seen tattoo artwork, photography that Born to Ride delivers for you, the reader. Bam! Bam! Plus more content, more dynamic images, 8 pages of Bike Week 2020. And did you see Miss Liberty? The Rubenstein Law cartel bagger build that was everywhere at Bike Week. And time for an industry report. The Phenom, Tiny Trailer Nation. Randy Klaus delivers the goods you need to know to get your tiny trailer for 1/3 of the price of a toy hauler. So read it, watch it, ride it, plus so much more. Born to Ride, April 2020 issue on the streets and online now. For you, the reader.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
It's Born to Ride, the Safe at Home Bike Show. A 10-class bike show for you to easily enter. Best of all, it's absolutely free. Just enter your photos of your motorcycle with your name, make, and model to our direct message, Facebook, or Instagram. Best of show to be featured with a photo shoot by Eric Runyon for the cover of Born to Ride magazine. So be a part of the Born to Ride Safe at Home Bike Show.
Our children come from different backgrounds with different stories. They learn time-honored values like the importance of faith, hard work, and that an education is something no one can take away. They learn that respect begins with themselves and should be given to others. The Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches. where kids learn, laugh, and dream with people who refuse to give up on them. With your donation today, we can give them a brighter tomorrow.
You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation at 863-225-2000. Now, here's more of your hosts, Fester Jenkins and Mama Dukes on Born to Ride Radio.
Welcome back to Born to Ride Radio. I'm Fester Jenkins.
I'm Mama Dukes, and we're in the studio with Ron and Debbie Galletti from Born to Ride magazine.
We are back.
So have we, I know we talked about Leesburg rescheduling for November.
Yes.
Have we heard of any other ones, or still just on the in the works?
Yes. Well, we just mentioned before the break, we got Roscoe's Chili Challenge coming back up. Thunder Beach up in Panama City is coming back as well. Got that one on the books.
Is that the fall rally?
That's the fall rally.
Oh, so they're doing that.
And it is their 20th anniversary in the year 2020. So they're pretty excited about that. They got a little bit bummed about the spring because they wanted to do the whole year, big anniversary bash. So that's exciting. So that's going to be good.
We've got to go to that call.
Yeah, we've got a caller on the line here.
All right.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. Hey, Ron, Debbie. How are y'all?
Hey, man, how you doing? This is Greg. Greg, tell us the company you're with.
Oh,
Bikers Cap.
I am the Director of Operations for Bikers Cap Incorporated.
Greg Reister.
Yeah, Greg Reister. How long have you been doing this, Greg? Because you didn't just start this.
First, I want to thank y'all for inviting me on the show, and thanks to Born to Ride magazine, as well as Rubenstein. We all appreciate what they do. And you called me today, and we were out there going mad, donating computers to these kids for the virtual school system.
Oh, yeah, the e-learning.
But how long have you been doing this, Greg? Because you've been dedicated to helping kids for a long time.
How many years?
11 years.
11
We've
years.
donated well over 2,000 units, singular units, and built 6 computer labs. Now, this is a biker-run charity. We're a 501c3. And I've appeared in Los Angeles on Storage Wars, a couple other appearances nationwide, but that's not about me. It's about the kids, getting them an education, giving them a tool for an education. We build computers for them.
So, Greg, how does it work, though? If someone's got a bunch of computers, they don't need to throw them out because you can refurbish them, right? Or how does that work?
You can refurbish them. We put our operating systems on them, which is donated by Microsoft, which I am a part of, and they get a new computer, and they just have to meet the requirements. Mom and Dad don't have a bunch of money. They got 3-4 kids. They got the virtual school that we got now. They come in and they only got one grade that they can put on the tablets that they have now. And so we go ahead and load them up for them. So it's all about the kids right now, getting them an education, and that's what bikers do, try to help the kids and do the best we can with what we got. And I mean, come on. What would you do? 11 years, my retirement, my pension, everything's into this, but it's something I believe in.
And you're a 501c3?
Yes, sir, and have been since March of 2009.
Now, Greg, how does it make you feel when you can deliver that to a family, and because you know what it's going to do for their family, but how do you feel when you're able to do that?
Well, it's gotten to the point to where we go back and we can go back and see how we have affected the children. And many of them have, gone on to college because of the ability to have a computer. Mom and dad, well, they're kind of in poverty and live in the ghetto or whatever. Not that I'm prejudiced or anything, but we try to help. That's our target area. And
you're helping people who need help, man, and that's a great thing.
Right.
But
that's what we do.
How does it work, though? Do they contact you and you go pick them up?
Actually, I've got 50 of them down in Miami. I don't know if I want to drive all the way down there to pick them up because my truck's only got 300,000 miles on it.
Well, maybe we could get someone from Miami that's coming to Tampa Bay and work that. Let's put the word out, man.
If you had somebody in logistics, that would be so cool. We could pick them up in Tampa. That would be 50 more computers, and that would last probably.
We're going to find the people to do that, Greg. We're going to put it out in APB on that, man. And because Boss Hogg Radio here, these guys are the real deal. And Boss Hogg himself, he was just in here, and he said, you know what? Let's do more. Let's do more. And let's do more with people like you that are out there making a difference in a child's life, man. Can I testify on that? Brother, that's some good stuff, man. You've been dedicated for 11 years. How do they get in touch with you?
11 years, you gotta attend one. I've told you that before. And you're always busy with the magazine, but I'm going to come over there and put handcuffs on your ass and say, hey, you're coming with me.
We'll do a day ride and collect some computer stuff, and that would be a good story, actually. But how do they get in touch with you if they have everybody's got some stuff. We have stuff in our garage right now.
Bikers Cap, www.bikerscap, BIKERSCAP.org. And it's not because we're bikers that like to wear caps. It's an acronym. It stands for Building Intellect, Knowledge, Education, Resources, and Schooling with a Computer Acquisition Program.
Wow. Awesome. Okay. That's a mouthful there.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, you know
that every day, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Greg, you're a visionary, like we keep saying. For over 11 years, you've been doing this, and you know, are computers getting smaller these days now? Do they have like these little hand things, or do you still get the dinosaurs and the big? What are those big screen round things?
Dinosaurs, and we get everything, but we make them all. We'll take the motherboards out and put a new motherboard in it and make them jam, you know. Do what we can so that the kids have the latest and the greatest, you know, to work with. They've got a Word, Microsoft Office, you know, antivirus, the whole thing. But we're not only involved in that, but we're involved with community service workers. We take them out. We clean up the side of the roads. There's so many things that Bikers Cap does that I'm proud to be a part of it, and I'm proud to be the founder. And
well, you should be proud, man, because sometimes, you know, people won't be proud for you. So you just got to make it happen and not worry about. It's like if I had to worry about anybody who is proud of me or telling me, oh, yeah, you need to do it this way or you need to do it that. You just got to go out and blaze a trail, brother, and that's what you do.
Well, you don't get up each morning waiting for someone to say, hey, nice job, Ron. You know, I mean, leadership and winners win, brother. Leaders lead, winners win. And, Greg, you know, you are a winner and you're a leader, and we're proud to have you on the show. We're proud of what you've been doing in our community for 11 years, taking care of kids and families who need that extra help that you give them.
Brother, it's what we do.
That's right.
That's what I like about you, man. And you know what? You'll make it happen every time. So let's promise together that we're going to go out on that run, and I'll film, and we'll do some stuff with this collecting. And we want to see it from A to Z. So we'll get it when you get it, and then when you deliver it, we'll do that part as well.
Hey, I need to get some more of your shirts, and I'll trade you off.
We'll do it, man. You can come out to our office anytime in Brandon. We probably have a few things there.
Before he leaves, one of our regular listeners, Hank, wants to ask our guest a question here.
Awesome.
Oh, good grief.
Driver error.
Yeah,
That's
my bad.
two.
I'm sorry. I did it.
You're
I ended up dropping.
coming in, Greg.
I ended up dropping both of them there. Okay, that's just.
They'll call back.
Okay.
The Fester fail.
Don't worry about that.
They're there.
You know why? Because the phone lines are so jammed. You got 100 different lines blinking right now. Damn, I don't know how you
And
keep
Mama
track
Dukes
of all
is
that.
blinking at
And
us.
we have a guy, and we have someone on hold as well.
I should know better.
You have 5 lines blinking right now.
Where's Tater? Tater will save us.
Tater. Send down an SOS.
Okay,
Brown.
We've got Steven now here. Hey, you there?
Sure.
Okay, super.
Is that Steven?
Now we got to get Greg back on the line.
Who you got?
And we are talking to Steven?
What happened to Greg?
I'm talking to Stephen Sensei with SWRMC.
Oh, okay.
All right,
It's Steve. Yeah.
Okay.
Steven
Appreciate it.
Faison, F-A-S-C-N.
That's correct.
We're getting him back on the. We're getting Greg back on the line for you.
Steve, how are you, man? Thank you for calling. I know your cohort or leadership guy, Chance, is which we had on the show last week, is taking care of some business right now. I think he might even be on a flight somewhere. And I know Chance is such a leader. What is it like to work with Chance? And this is, you're with the Shadow Warriors. What is it like to be a part of that club and to be associated with a guy like Chance?
Chance is, I can sit around and sing his praises. He's a pretty good-looking guy.
That's what everyone says.
Hollywood.
In terms of the man's energy, focus, integrity, we started talking about Shadow Warrior Riders a number of years ago, and he took it and built what we have here, and it will continue to grow. I marvel at how Chance focuses and keeps everything together. And the number of balls that he generally has in the air, pretty interesting. I keep waiting for him to drop a whole bunch of them.
I was glad you said his balls in the air. Steve, you know what? Were you at Daytona with us when we had the guys there from your group? From your riding?
I was not.
Okay.
I was doing a Chance. I was out of town at that time. One of these days I'm going to get an opportunity to meet you. I don't think you and I have gotten together yet.
No, but I'm sure we will. But what I was getting at is there probably was a dozen Shadow Warriors there, and just the vibe of the guys. And when you're talking about Chance's leadership and his aura, and I mean, it was throughout everybody, man, because it was just a great vibe of great people, enjoying each other, but also being there to support Born to Ride and the whole Southern Fried Moto show that we were doing at Destination Daytona that day. But you guys were a part of it, and you really were a part of it, and that's what's so cool. It wasn't just guys standing in the background. They were right there. The girls that are part of you guys, the women, they're just all helpful, and just a great vibe of people. And I could see how your group is continuing to grow and prosper and getting out in the community doing such great things, and the community is a great thing.
Yeah, every day Chance is putting on his Facebook page, welcome new members every day, 4 and 5 new members every day. I even made a friend in Daytona when we were there, Mary Ellen Hodges from the Shadow Warriors. Yes. Oh, AKA Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar Mama.
Just awesome people. But you guys have a poker run coming up here next month. Tell us about it.
Well, we do have a poker run coming up. It works into our mission of helping warriors. It's on June 27th, and we're going to be leaving from Seminole Harley, returning back there we get together for registration about 9 o'clock in the morning. And all of this information is on shadowwarriormc.com. But get together at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have kickstands up at 10:45. We'll go out for an outstanding ride, rain or shine. We've got quite a number of people that have already responded. It's going to be great. The dollar figure is minimal, $20 a rider and $5 for a passenger. We'll have the usual. So poker run. We've got a 50-50 raffle. We've got local establishments coming in. We're actually, because of the COVID thing as well, opening it up to local businesses that want to get involved at no charge. Seminole Harley has been kind enough to give part of their property for these guys to set up. It's going to be great. We're going to get out and get some wind therapy. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And again, what is the proceeds of the benefit actually for?
The proceeds for this go to it goes to a bucket. There are certain operating costs for the Shadow Warriors. We have a tendency to give all of the proceeds from anything that we do to veteran first responder programs. This will lead into the September program for the Tegan Foundation Beyond the Battlefield. I don't know that it's got a designated specific target for just this event, but it'll flow into everything else we're doing going into September.
That's awesome. And
that mission.
Again, when is it? Where is it? And the time?
It's on June 27th this year, obviously. Poker run leaving from Seminole Harley-Davidson, and registration's at 9 o'clock. Kickstands up at 10:45. Go for a nice long ride. We're coming back to barbecue and entertainment. We've got, again, local establishments that'll be there for support and entertainment, 50-50 raffle, and just a lot of brotherhood and gathering together. It's going to be a good time.
Mission Barbecue is sponsoring the dish, correct? They're a good
Mission
veteran
Barbecue
sponsor.
is on. Yeah, I was told today, and I don't know what the details are, that there's a hiccup there someplace, and they're getting that out. But at the present time, Mission Barbecue is going to be there, supporting and providing, which is,
Steve, can you hang on? We have a break coming up. We want to come back and get a little bit more information out of you.
Stay tuned, Steve.
All right, man. Hang on. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Does your home need a new roof? Call Discount Metal Mart. A metal roof for your home doesn't have to be out of reach. Make your next roof the last roof you'll ever need. Save thousands of dollars. Let Discount Metal Mart make all your custom links and trim. Call 813-752-7088. They can help you with the last roof your home will ever need. Discount Metal Mart. 813-752-7088.
As a business owner, do you have all the customers you could ever want? Didn't think so. But think about this. Radio still reaches over 90% of the population daily. If you're wanting to attract more customers, Boss Hogg Radio can help. From branding to announcing specials, Boss Hogg Radio has advertising packages tailor-made for your business. Call the sales staff at 863-225-1000 and let Boss Hogg Radio go to work for your business.
Or older, and Medicare is your main source of insurance. Pay close attention right now and listen for details on how you may save thousands of dollars on your health care costs. Did you know that Medicare can pay for things like dental visits, home delivery of drugs, even a gym membership? Call us right now and learn how to unlock all your Medicare benefits. Medicare and supplemental plans that we provide can even offer you drug coverage with zero copays and pay for transportation to your doctors. Medicare plans can offer you wonderful money-saving benefits, but you've got to call now. We'll help you get the most out of your Medicare. Make this free, no-obligation call now. Save a ton of money on your health care costs and get the code to unlock all your earned Medicare benefits. Paid for by Senior Choice Plans. 800-308-4917. 800-308-4917. That's 800-308-4917. 863-308-4917.
You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation at 863-225-2000. Now, here's more of your hosts, Fester Jenkins and Mama Dukes on Born to Ride Radio.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Born to Ride Radio on the Boss Hogg Radio Network. And last segment, I kind of really screwed stuff up. Stephen, you're on hold. Listen, just for a second, we wanted to go back to Greg and Hank because Hank had some questions as far as your charity. Both of y'all are on the air now.
Hello there, from Hank in Pennsylvania. I wanted to ask, please, regarding the charity. Did I understand you also donate rebuild and donate computers?
Yes, sir.
I wonder. I'm just curious. I'm coming from an electronics hobbyist position. Do you ever rebuild them to and load them up with the old operating systems so that some of these kids who have the honest interest in computer science, computer technology, could learn about the old operating systems for their future education?
Not really. We've gone from Windows 7 to Windows 10 to keep them up to date. And we've also gone to Microsoft Office 2016, so that they have the latest and the greatest. And it costs about, Microsoft donates about $250 for each system.
Well, very good. Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate your time, and keep up the good work.
Thank you for the call.
I like that. Ruben
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Hank. And Greg, want to just say one more thank you for everything you do. We've got your information. We'll be passing that along. I've actually got somebody in the Miami area that we might be able to do something for you there. You know,
that would save us. That would just
look at Fester coming through.
Boss Hogg Radio will make it happen.
Kids, a computer.
Absolutely. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you there, Greg. Have a great evening.
Much, Thank you, Greg.
All right. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Keep the great work.
Miss Debbie.
Yes.
Mr. Ron. I gotta get some more shirts.
Absolutely.
We got him.
All I heard was you want to handcuff Ron and take him somewhere. So.
That's
He's all yours.
Pretty good. Back to wrestling days,
It'll be a great day, Greg.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg.
Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys.
You too.
Okay.
And the two new people, I'll get to meet you.
Looking forward to it, Greg. Thanks.
Coming at you live.
All right.
Bye-bye. And let's get back with Stephen here. Okay.
Stephen, you still there with us?
I am. I'm just really enjoying listening to Greg.
Yeah.
Great people.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of passion for what he does for 11 years, in doing this. And he's always been there, trudging along.
And one thing that's important is we didn't get into with him, but we did clean out the Born to Ride server room one time and donated a lot of goods. And he does keep it all secured also. He strips them, so anything you have on your systems that he makes sure that there's no breach in security or anything like that. But
maybe we could even tie Shadow Warriors into some type of promotion where you guys might shake the bushes and shake some trees and come up with some stuff. We'll get Greg to come out and meet you guys and be a part of your event. He can come out to one of your events and
have a collection. Have a collection site drive at your poker
night. Let's network together, people.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I'm sitting listening to him and the wheels were turning.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's a great thing because he's helping people who need help the most.
Well, he's taking something that most people probably just throw out there by the garbage can.
Or set it in a closet
right.
for years.
Yeah. Or sell it in your garage sale for $5 or something.
Hoping there's nothing, old pictures or anything.
Old pictures of Fester.
I thought about that at one of mine back in the day. But.
But you know, this e-learning thing right now, in all seriousness, it's tough when you're a family with a couple of kids and they all have to be online at one time. Plus you want to be online. Parents are working from home. It's been a struggle. So the schools have been donating as much as they can. I know we donated our office to some of the school kids too. All of our computers have double monitors. That's what it took sometimes where the kids had to watch a Zoom and also be online. It's been tricky. So anything anybody can do with that is a huge help. But jumping back to Steven, so the Shadow Warriors, you got an event coming up. And Steven, just tell us real quick your background. You've got an interesting background. You have a lot to do with all the designs and layouts for the Shadow Warrior group as well.
I do. Kind of got involved in that. I'm actually a trained artist. That's been my job, my profession for quite a number of years, and I got involved with Chance initially. Chance actually was a student of mine, and he came one day and he said, "We want to do this. One of our brothers' sister has got brain cancer. We want to do a ride for her, the whole thing. Could you help us with some artwork and marketing and whatnot?" I said, "Sure." So we came up with a flyer for him, and we put it together kind of like the Poker Run flyer that we had. And then I got to know some of these guys. And, I ran into, under Chance's leadership, a group of guys with just a heart and a character that is unusual these days. I've been part of a lot of organizations over the years, and usually there's lots of ideas and say, let's go and do this. And nobody reaches for the shovel handle to dig the holes. These guys trip over each other to get to the shovel handles first. It's a remarkable experience. And they did the poker ride, or they did the ride for the woman, and raised money for her, brought her down to make a presentation. She unfortunately passed away not too long after that. And the guys got together and said, "We want to keep doing this." So we put them in touch with another charity, Children's Oncology, and one thing led to another, and it's evolved into the Shadow Warrior Riders MC. And again, it's a relatively small group here in Central Florida, but we put out a call. We have a fundraiser like we have in September, and we get groups in from Tennessee and Georgia and Texas. These guys all ride in, and when they show up, they want to know where the shovels are so they can help dig. It is just a remarkable brotherhood of individuals doing the right thing.
And that's an amazing thing that men and women with passion and patriots as well, and caring about people, and that's the biker community is like that, but America in itself is like that, the real America, and what people do for their neighbors and the people down the street, and just moving a turtle out of the road, so it doesn't get squashed. But Steve, I know you're a veteran. Can you help us out and just put in perspective? We don't have a lot of time left in the show, but I did want to ask you a couple of questions, and one of them is Memorial Day. It was last week, but we don't just want to celebrate it one time. I mean, we should always have our veterans in our hearts and never forget. But how do you put it in perspective and see the patriotism and sharing that with your brothers and sisters?
I could tell you a Shadow Warrior Riders a story. This past Memorial Day, a couple of years ago, we put a friend of mine was a 93-year-old CD. And the one thing he wanted to do in the town that we lived in was to put in a veterans memorial that would be part of the town. So I got together with an architect friend of mine, and we sat down, we designed it, went to the community, they came up with the funding, we put it into town, and we began to create this awareness. And we dedicated it on Veterans Day. Veterans Day and Memorial Day are two different things.
Yes.
And the memorial is actually dedicated to veterans past and present, and also the contributions of first responders and whatnot. Memorial Day is to remember veterans who have passed, those individuals that gave their life. And we're talking about 700,000 people from the time that we fought the war between the states all the way up to contemporary actions in Afghanistan and Iraq. And so to stand and remember these people, to stand in tribute for the sacrifices that they made so that we can stand in our communities.
Yeah, on our behalf.
Safely
Yep.
and with confidence. This is what Memorial Day is about. I can tell you that the Shadow Warriors drove from Lake Mary, they drove from Orlando, they drove from Tampa, they drove from DeLand, they drove from all over the place to come and to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance, to sing God Bless America, to listen to taps on the town hall in Windermere, to be there for that moment, and they did it all in the rain. And then they turned around and went home in the rain. That's the kind of people these guys are.
And I just got goosebumps when you said that, you know? I think we all did. And, you know, that's an amazing part of who we all are, Americans. And I know we're coming to a close of the show. We can't thank you enough for taking the time to share that with us and to tell us about, you know, your poker run and the great things that you guys are doing. And, you know, Chance, I'm sure, is very proud of you, even though you're his teacher. He's proud of you today for taking care of business, brother.
Chance, I'll say one thing about Chance, in that you have been around him enough to know that he will push the club forward. He will push the accomplishments of the club forward. He will give the credit to all of the people that are around him, and he's going to be the last one to be there when credit is given. He's that kind of guy.
He is.
So I've learned a lot from him, teacher or not. And I would like to, I'd like to thank you guys too for the support that you give, for the consistency of the mission that you support and give credit to. I think it's marvelous the work that you guys do. It's been a pleasure being on with you. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
Damn, I got goosebumps again.
Before Steven gets out of here,
Man.
Debbie, do you want to read this poker run that's coming up this next month here?
Yes.
Just some details and dates.
June 27th, and it is registrations at 0900. These military guys, I guess that's 9 o'clock in the morning. Kickstands up at 10:45. Leaving from Seminole Harley Davidson in Sanford, Florida. For $20, you get lunch, you get a nice ride, stop at 5 local establishments for the poker ride, 50-50, all the good stuff. And the best part is Shadow Warriors, Warriors helping Warriors. All the benefits, proceeds go there.
Awesome.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Come and get some sunshine.
And,
All right.
And Steve, you know what we like to do? We love to magnify people's greatness. And it's an easy job when we're working with guys like you and Chance and all the other great bikers and community out there that we do. So I just want to thank you again, and we'll definitely keep in touch before the poker run. Matter of fact, it's going to be the ad will be in the Born to Ride magazine for the June issue.
Outstanding.
All righty.
Outstanding.
Thanks, Steven.
Okay.
You guys take care.
Have a great evening.
Have a nice evening.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
This about does it for us, folks.
What?
Goes by so fast.
What?
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.